Hi Scorpio, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I do appreciate it. Be sure and follow, like, subscribe on TikTok and YouTube for me. Helps push my channels out and helps me to be able to grow my collective. I do give away free tarot readings on both as well. Stick around at the end for more information on that and updates with my website and my services. Right now we're going to go ahead and get into the tarot. If you are new, I pull a traditional Celtic cross spread, just a general message. Whatever needs to come out is what Spirit's going to tell us. And then I did bring out these 3 oracle cards over here, oracle decks, to get additional messages or last minute messages from Spirit. So we will pull a few cards from each of those decks as well. So we have the Lovers, 3 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Magician, the 8 of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. Underneath we have the 5 of Wands. So I always take that bottom card. It's like the underlying energy of the reading. We have the 5 of Wands here, which is about obstacles. It's about conflict. It is about competition, challenges. So I feel like there are some like challenges here, healthy competition. It can also be about like arguments and disagreements. So we'll definitely get into the tarot and kind of define that more, but I definitely feel like there are challenges here. So at the heart of this, we have the Lovers. I feel like this is a love reading for Scorpio, which I did not intend because I always do love readings the opposite week, but I feel like this is a love relationship here. So this could be like a soulmate, divine counterpart type of energy, but we're definitely talking about some type of partnership here, and it is about love. So the blockage here is the 3 of Cups, which is third party energy. That's my card for third party. So third party doesn't have to be another person. It doesn't have to be another lover, but it could be people as in family, friends. It could be work. It could be addictions, mindsets. A third party can be anything that is interfering with this relationship. So there is a blockage of some sort here. The root of this is the 4 of Wands, which is about union. It is about stability. This is like the wedding card, you know, like they're getting married and this is their home. So it's at the root of this is definitely like a stability, a union type of energy here. So whether you're in union with this person or this is someone you want to be in union with, or they want to be in union with you. In the recent past, we have the Magician, which is like a manifestation card, but this is also about communication and attraction. So desires, I feel like there is a lot of attraction here between the 2 of you. And I feel like maybe this person communicated their feelings to you, or you communicated your feelings to them. So your higher self or your subconscious, we have the 8 of Swords. This definitely has you feeling trapped, or you have limiting beliefs. So you could, you know, because of this third party, you could be in like a lack, like this is not coming together. You know, this is not, it's like a limiting beliefs, or you feel helpless or powerless in this situation for whatever reason that is. Like maybe this person is working too much. Maybe this person is in another relationship. Maybe this person's family, you know, they just, for whatever reason, are a block for you. But you're definitely feeling a limitation. And you're definitely feeling held back in this situation. So in the near future, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords, this is an air energy. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, sorry, but it doesn't have to be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It can be coming in here. This is also about like truth and clarity. So I feel like in the near future, you're going to be getting clarity about what you do want, clarity. It's also about speaking your truth. So one of you could be communicating and speaking your truth and just kind of, you know, taking the authority, the discipline. He's also very head over heart. So maybe you're taking a more logical approach to this in the near future. So we also have the Queen of Swords here. That's your advice from Spirit. So you have the King and Queen of Swords here. This could very well be a soulmate, a divine counterpart. For me, soulmates aren't always people that we stay with forever. I feel like people that you stay with, those people that meet in high school and they stay together until they die, that is rare, in my opinion. I don't think that that's the norm. I think people have made that to be the normal thing. You have to stay with someone your entire life. I feel like people are lessons. We come to teach each other. You know, Earth is a school. Like, I don't feel like it's an intention to stay with someone forever. So this could be someone that you are meant to be with, and for whatever reason, there's a blockage here. But I definitely feel like this is like a soulmate energy. In your immediate environments, the influence here is the Knight of Pentacles. So this is like, he is the slowest moving knight. So if this is not a fast moving energy, but he's also very like determined and loyal and stable. That's what you want to build a relationship on. Any kind of partnership, any kind of union, you want it built on a solid foundation. So it's loyal and it's, you know, hardworking. It is stable, but it's not a fast moving energy. So, but that's definitely in your energy. Maybe things just aren't moving as fast as you would like them to. Your hopes and fears, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about conflict. It is about, it could be an inner conflict. It's about disputes, you know, conflict, and it's about choosing your battles wisely. I feel like this is like a mental conflict for you, because swords are all about air. They're about our thoughts. I feel like this is mentally conflicting for you for whatever reason. Maybe this third party has you questioning whether this is your person or not. This third party has you questioning whether things will ever come together or not. So the overall outcome, we have the Eight of Wands. That's like a sudden, fast change. It can be about communication, but this is about sudden change and things progressing. It's about progress in a situation. So things are going to move forward, and they're going to move pretty fast, or they will pick up very soon. So what does Scorpio not see coming here, Spirit? So we have the World card. We have the Sun card. I see the Fool here peeking out, but it didn't come out, so I'm not taking it. But I did see it poking out there. New beginning. Nice. So we have the World card. Completion, ending of cycles. It could be that they're completing a karmic cycle with a third party. Again, it doesn't have to be a person, but I feel like that third party was, this could be like karmic cycles wrapping up. So I definitely feel like things are changing here. There's cycles, happiness. The Sun is like the best card in the deck, in my opinion, in the tarot deck. It's all about happiness, abundance, growth, joy, your inner child, like inner happiness, you know. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is fast moving, acting with speed and precision. So things are going to be moving forward pretty quickly here. Closing out cycles, all this joy and happiness coming in here, and it's going to happen pretty fast. And that Knight of Swords is the fastest moving energy. So, you know, you're kind of in your head right now and you're conflicted about things. You had the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords in your mindset, and I feel like you're thinking things aren't going to move as quickly as they are, and they are going to pick up very quickly. So what does Scorpio need to focus on, Spirit? Actions and advice for Scorpio. Ace of Wands. Yeah. Stay, you know, keep that initiative, that energy. Focus on that new passionate beginning. Hierophant. Focus on your beliefs, your traditions. Could be about your spiritual practice. Maybe kind of focus, you know, light that creative spark again in your spiritual practice and stepping into your leadership. This King of Wands here. A lot of wands, like passionate, fiery energy. But I feel like this is you, like being passionate about your traditions and beliefs, your spiritual practice. So you could be, you know, focusing more on your spiritual practice, seeing things from a bigger picture here, taking a step back. So the King of Wands is, it is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, sorry. Doesn't mean you're dealing with a fire sign. But I feel like he is like an entrepreneurial type energy. He is like a, bigger picture, a visionary type of energy. So, you know, you're taking this new passionate beginning towards like traditions, beliefs. This can be like you stepping into like a more spiritual path, a more traditional spiritual path, and whether that's with religion or your spirituality, but it's also about like education and your beliefs. So I feel like you're kind of just focused on that. You're focused on your beliefs, and you're seeing things from a bigger picture and an entrepreneurial type leadership type of energy. I really love that. That's really awesome, Scorpio. So things are going to change pretty fast. You just focus on what you're passionate about. Focus on your spiritual practice and your leadership skills here. Maybe you're, you know, just so focused on this that you don't see all this other stuff coming in. You know, get out of that negative mindset and focus on what you're passionate about, and it's going to bring in all these great things. So this is really awesome for you. I love it. Let's see what the angels have to say for Scorpio, please, Spirit. So we have cut your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from the destructive patterns. I can't talk, apparently. So cut cords with old. That could be a mindset too. Patterns like that 8 of Swords and 5 of Swords, that mental confliction. Get out of that mindset. So we have workshops and seminars. Attending and giving speeches is part of your spiritual path and purpose. Be open to teaching and learning. You have that Hierophant. So maybe you kind of just need to focus on what you're passionate about right now, that teaching. Maybe you're opening more, like I said, again, to your spiritual gifts, your spirituality, and teaching others and seeing things from a higher perspective. You know, if this is like a twin flame type relationship, maybe you're opening up to talking to others more about what you've been through and your experiences with this. So I don't know why that came to me. But, you know, just teaching others about your spirituality, your practice, and kind of just focusing on that and letting things come to fruition as they should, you know. So we have Humpback Whale, singer. Sing a healing song for the world. Your inner navigation always guides you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. I love that. So yeah, I definitely feel like you are stepping more into this fiery, passionate energy, your spirituality, stepping into your power here. This one says personal choice. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. Awesome. I love that. So maybe also do like a meditation on that. I love to do visualizations and meditations. I meditate every morning and I journal every day. It kind of helps just clear my head for the day and gets me started and gets me in that right mindset. I think between that and a good workout and, you know, eating healthy foods, that just kind of sets the tone for the whole day, and I love that. So what kind of animals resonate for you guys? Do you guys have like spirit animals that you see all the time? Or I've been seeing rabbits a lot, which I think are about like abundance and fertility and luck. So definitely have to look at those more. But have you guys been seeing any kind of animal lately, or is there an animal you resonate with? So we had mountain, clarity, number 16, and then we had animals, companionship, number 21. Speaking of animals, that's funny. So we'll start with number 16. Mountain, clarity, which does combine to a 7, so 16 or 7 may be significant. Clarity, there's an advantage to looking at things from a higher perspective. You're too close to something to see it properly and clearly. Take the high road. Look at the big picture. Are you making too big a deal of something? I love that that came out because you had that 8 of Swords, which is like that limiting beliefs, that feeling stuck, and that 5 of Swords, which is feeling conflicted. And then I literally said with that King of Wands, see things from a different perspective, as a bigger picture, as a whole. You know, that this can't last forever. You know, take it from a logical perspective and kind of get out of your feelings about it. You've manifested it and it's going to come in for you. You just got to give it time, you know. So number 21, which does combine to a 3, so 21 or 3 may be significant. Animals, companionship. We all have a superpower. Find yours and exercise it. Take time out to share your gifts. The natural world calls you. It is a part of you. Experience having an animal companion, but if you cannot, donate and make your property animal friendly or help animal causes. I love that. I love animals. They're amazing. I love working with them. So yeah, I love this. I definitely feel like you are stepping more into your spiritual gifts or spiritual power. When I talk about stepping into your power, it means finding like your self-confidence, finding your mission and purpose. You know, I know as tarot readers, we say that a lot. Stepping into your power. What does that even mean? It means you are here for a purpose, and we are all here for something. You know, finding that purpose, finding meaning in life can really help you move forward in life, and it helps bring in that fulfillment and breaks you free from patterns, from negative mindsets, negative patterns, you know. And it's not an absolute, like you don't just awaken one day and everything's just all cotton candy and rainbows, you know what I mean? It takes constant work throughout your life, and you may have multiple purposes for being here, but you know, when you step into your leadership abilities, when you step into your spiritual practices and you focus on, you know, meditation and your spiritual gifts, whatever they may be, that brings in more purpose and it helps you focus your energy, you know. And it doesn't have to be your work, you know, that can just be your passion on the side. You know, maybe you work a full-time job and you just have a passion for helping animals or helping people, or maybe you are like a meditation teacher, maybe you teach music, whatever it may be. You know, just kind of step more into that and find your happiness, find your passion. Life is way too short to not be passionate about it, you know? So yeah, I hope that this message resonates. I hope it brought you some clarity, Scorpio, and I'll see you next week. If you want to hang out for a minute, I am going to talk about my website. So I do give away free tarot readings on TikTok and YouTube. If you'd like to sign up, go to my website, scroll all the way to the bottom and sign up for my newsletter. That way it sends me your email, and I do not sell it to a third-party company. I'm gonna take it and put it in an Excel spreadsheet, and that way I can have it on hand and I can notify you. I won't spam you. I send out a newsletter at the beginning of every month with the astrology for that month so that you know how to kind of work with those energies. I may send out 2 a month. I think I've done that a couple of times just because of like eclipses and a lot of heavy energies. And it just kind of gives you more in-depth, that second one. And you can look at your sun, moon, rising, Venus just to kind of know how it's going to affect you, and know, you know, pull up your birth chart. If you haven't, I highly encourage you to do that. Working with astrology and tarot has helped guide me through so many obstacles and so many changes and transformations in my life that I really encourage people to use it. It's a guide, and it's an amazing guide, and it helps you work through things. So, but yeah, definitely go sign up for that. Check out my website. It is very interactive. There are tarot cards on there. I have some free downloads. You can print those off. I have some digital products up. I will be adding more as I can. I work full-time on top of doing this, so unfortunately I don't have all the time to do this yet. Once I can transition and do this full-time, I would love to do that. But I'll add them as I can. My tarot, personal readings, and coachings are open. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. I kind of closed everything down because I got a little busy with work and had a couple coaching clients. And I never want to take on too much and take away from your attention. I want to make sure that you guys are getting my full and undivided attention when you purchase coaching or tarot readings. So, but they're back open. Go check those out. Thanks for all the love, support, the likes, the shares, the follows. It really does help me. It encourages me to keep doing this. But it also pushes my channel out there and it helps others to be able to get the messages. So I appreciate that. It is a win-win. You know, it helps me and my channel, but it also, you're helping others too. So thank you for that. Anybody that's purchased any items or left me donations, thank you so much for all the love and support. If you can't donate or you're not interested in the products, that's okay too. All those likes and shares, every time you comment on a video, it really does push my channel out there, and that helps just as much. So I appreciate any energy you guys give to me. It's been a huge goal for me this year and next year to just build my collective, build a spiritual community. I'm super excited about it. Kind of just really started getting into it this year, and can't wait to see where it takes me and where it goes. But I really appreciate you guys being here and all the love and support, and I'll see you next week. Bye.